What's up, everybody? I'm Justin Maytack here with my sister, Melissa Matat,
Hey, everybody.
and we are Room 51, where we talk all things board gaming. And today we're doing a Speed Up Game of the Month for the month of October, even though we're a little late. Speed Up is a once-a-month segment where me and Melissa take a board game that we think is just not getting enough love. It's not getting spoken about enough in the board gaming universe. Melissa, why don't you
Yeah,
kick us off with your pick?
absolutely. Now, also, this doesn't mean that, when it first came out, it could
Yeah.
have been like great when it first came out and people were talking about it all over the place, all over the
Yeah.
world. But now people don't care about it as much and maybe we'll bring it back into the limelight.
Yeah,
Um,
there's one game that I think might be heading that way. So yeah.
Huh. Okay. Well, my pick is it's a bit of an older game and I don't really know if it made a splash when it first came out, although probably by the designer itself it might have, caught some eyes there. Nyam, nyam. I'm talking about a Steffenfeld game. Now, Steffenfeld usually has, games that people love, right? Like people talk about it. I think the most recent one was Carpe Diem, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think Castles of Tuscany is out.
Oh, Castles of Tuscany, yeah. But anyway, when Steffenfeld is making a game, people notice, right? But the game that I want to talk about is Notre Dame. I think that specifically with Notre Dame, it's not so much that people don't talk about it all that much, although I do think that. I don't think that this game really comes up all that much. But I do think it's one of the underrated Steffenfeld games. Um, I have to say, I've played a few Steffenfeld games, and Notre Dame is actually my favorite one so far. It might be that I'm not like super into the Steffenfeld games. I've played Carpe Diem, I've played Castles of Burgundy, um, and Carpe Diem I didn't really like, to be honest. Castles of Burgundy I liked, but I don't know. It wasn't like, oh man, I love this game or anything like that. Like I wasn't thinking like I gotta play this again. I played it once and I'd probably be okay to never play it again, but I'd also be okay to play it again. But anyway, Notre Dame, I really like. It's got you know, the rats that you have to worry about, and I really like that. I know that some people don't like that kind of mechanism where you have to worry about this thing that's happening. Um, I love it. I feel like it adds pressure to the game. It adds tension for me because it's like I have to worry about all of you and these freaking rats that are ruining my day. And you're moving around like there's so many paths to victory, which I like. And it's got like the card drafting mechanism and everything, which is really cool. I love card drafting. This game has like a little bit of everything. It is ugly as heck. Terrible. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
why, like why this happened, but it did. By the way,
Super
the game
boring look.
itself, it's got such a boring look.
Super boring
It's
look.
actually ugly. Like it's
Yeah.
ugly and boring. It's not just boring. It's
Yeah.
ugly and boring. Like why? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, look at the back of the box. Like, what is this? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I feel like the best looking part of this game is the cover. And look at this cover.
The sad thing is too, like the cover has some drama going for it, but I feel like there's nothing in about it that looks that interesting.
No, why would you ever buy this game?
If I didn't know anything about board gaming except for okay, so there's these hobby board games that are actually really good. Let me go find them, and then I picked up Notre Dame. I'd be like, nah, that's not one of the good hobby games. And
Heck
look at
no.
it.
I'm
Like
thinking
I
like,
would
what is
totally,
this? No.
yeah,
Honestly, I probably wouldn't even pick it up. I wouldn't even
yeah.
notice it. My brain wouldn't allow me to touch it.
Yeah, there's no even like the name Notre Dame. I'm already kind of like, skip. I'm not gonna really check that out.
Yeah, but the game is awesome. So
Yeah,
highly recommend Notre Dame by Steffenfeld.
heck yeah, yeah. No, that game is definitely sweet. I was actually going to pick it, and then I couldn't find it.
Because I
But
stole it.
I'm glad that you picked it because I love Steffenfeld, and I do really. So, Carpe Diem, fantastic. She's wrong about it. I actually though I can totally understand why somebody does not find that game fun, and gets bored with it. I really like it though. Castles of Burgundy is fantastic. I don't. I think right now I put it goes Castles, Carpe Diem, and then Notre Dame, all very close. All very close.
This one
Uh,
wins by a mile for me. I really like it.
yeah, they're Nah, I definitely does not win by a mile. Like, there's no way. They're all close, right? But yeah, so Notre Dame's an awesome name. Definitely needs more love. And I do think it just gets overshadowed, especially by Castles of Burgundy.
Yeah,
Castles of Burgundy gets a ton of love,
it
and it
does.
really overshadows his other games, I think.
Yeah.
My game is a fantastic gateway. It's a gateway game, but you can totally enjoy it with hobby gamers. Cacao.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah. So Cacao, I was seeing for a second. You do see Cacao. Uh, at first, like I was seeing it for a little bit. It made a small splash, and now I don't really see it mentioned much. So first of all, the artwork very cool. It's like very vibrant. The game I find. I like that. I like green. Green's a cool color. Lots of green in it. The game. But on to the cacao part of it. Okay. So the game's really cool. It's just a tiling game, and you have like workers on the sides of your tiles and certain amounts, and then like you place it, and the stuff adjacent to it, you do it that many times based on the amount of workers you have on that side of the tile. That's the main mechanism. I've taught you most of the game. Um, that's awesome because of how much, like how thingy the game gets and everything. That's a really great way to be able to show somebody, a hobby board game like this, especially a tile laying game. Yeah, there's Carcassonne, which is also very fun. I enjoy Carcassonne. I enjoy tile laying. I think this is just another one of those really good tile laying gateway games that doesn't get enough love. And I guess it might be because there are other gateway tile laying games, especially with Carcassonne being such a staple. But I think that it's totally reasonable to own both. They don't play that similarly, and the game is fun. It's not like a small, I don't want to really call it an economic system. I guess what the game has though is because you do get to sell cocoa and stuff, or cacao, in the game and stuff, and like there are these moments where you can get easy points, or you can plan ahead and try to like build up your cacao and sell it later at a very beneficial point when a certain market is available. Or there are structures where you want to have the most workers around it, so it's like, okay, am I going to gamble for that and really try to get the most workers around that? There's a lot of those types of questions that you'll have to answer for yourself throughout the game that makes it a really fun, in-depth gateway game, and I don't think that that's appreciated enough, or really spoken about enough, because I think the thing for gateway games also is it needs to get recommended enough
Yeah.
for it to really get pulled. So yeah.
I totally agree with that one because I think that this one just falls under the shadow of Carcassonne.
Yeah.
I actually don't really like Carcassonne all that much. I think it's okay. You know, I'm never really in the mood to play it. I like Cacao way better than Carcassonne, actually. Um, personally for me, and I would pull out Cacao much quicker than I would ever pull for Carcassonne. Um,
Okay.
I know it
I
makes
like
I just
Carcassonne.
I made it sound like I hate Carcassonne. I don't hate it. It's just not for me. But I like
Right.
Cacao much better, and it's weird. Yeah, it's a really good tile laying gateway game, but
Yeah.
nobody really talks about it.
No, I don't, and I really don't understand why. Like, I guess it has to be that it's falling underneath that Carcassonne shadow. Like I said, though, I love Carcassonne. I love tile laying, period. But Cacao totally deserves a spot in the limelight.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, like you could totally own both.
Yeah,
They're very different. I mean, they're pretty freaking different.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're both tile laying, and that's
and
it.
that's
That's
about
the
it. Yes.
only similarity
Yeah.
between the two. But
All right. Well, this was another Speak Up Game of the Month. Thank you so much for watching and or listening. You can find us on Twitter, social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, which is our social media accounts, all at This Is Room 51. You can also check us out playing games live on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Room51 Live. We have our Redbubble merchandise that you could check out, buy stuff. That link is in the description down below. This has been Room 51.